In the 1st century AD, Judea is a crossroads of cultures and conflicts under the yoke of the Roman Empire. Jerusalem pulsates with life. Merchants barter spices in crowded markets. Roman soldiers impose order, while Herod's majestic temple symbolizes the Jewish faith in an age of messianic prophecies. Judas Iscariot, originally from Kerioth, is born here. Intelligent and ambitious, with eyes that betray deep torment, Judas embodies the tensions of the age. The hope for a liberating Messiah contrasts with oppressive reality. His story is not simply one of betrayal, but a human enigma, greed, or divine destiny that shaped nascent Christianity, influencing art and literature for centuries. Judas grew up in a small, dusty village in Judea, among arid hills and sun-drenched paths. He was the son of Simon, a simple man, but respected in the community. His childhood was marked by the influence of the revolutionary ideas of the Zealots, a rebel group who boldly fought Roman oppression, perhaps instilling in him a burning desire for justice and freedom for his people. Gifted with a keen intelligence and natural charisma, Judas soon developed a talent for numbers. He learned to deal with trade and guard money, a role that led him to become the group's treasurer. His name, Iscariot, could derive from Sicario, suggesting a past of boldness or violence, or simply indicate his origins from the village of Kerioth, a detail that shrouds his story in mystery. In an age filled with messianic prophecies, Judas dreams of a free Jewish kingdom. Is he a patriot yearning for the redemption of his people, or an opportunist seeking power? This inner duality pushes him to join the followers of Jesus, who conveys a revolutionary message, marking the beginning of a journey that will forever transform him into an eternal symbol of betrayal, remorse, and human complexity. Judas comes face to face with Jesus, a charismatic preacher who captivates with his deep voice and intense gaze. He promises a spiritual kingdom based on peace and love, far from swords and armed revolts. Jesus captivates Judas with fiery speeches of justice and compassion, words that resonate with his hopes for a better future for the Jewish people. Appointed treasurer of the apostles, Judas carefully handles the offerings, counting each coin with his keen mind. But a shadow of torment begins to grow within him. Is he disappointed by a Messiah who does not take up arms against the Roman oppressors? Intelligent and driven by burning ambition, Judas sees in Jesus a leader, a man capable of inspiring crowds. Yet the growing tensions under Roman rule push him towards dangerous and decisive decisions. This encounter sparks a complex and intense bond where faith intertwines with doubt. As an apostle, Judas sets out on a journey alongside Jesus, sharing the road with a diverse group of followers, most notably Peter, a fisherman with a fiery character and a generous heart. Judas, with his brilliant mind, takes on the role of treasurer, carefully managing the offerings collected along the way. But within him, a whirlwind of conflicting emotions grows. His inner torment deepens when he criticizes gestures he considers wasteful, such as the precious ointment poured on Jesus. In an age illuminated by astonishing miracles and profound parables, Judas embodies the human side of doubt. Is he driven by greed, or perhaps deluded by a Messiah who preaches love instead of a revolt against the Romans? Judas is a man trapped between faith in Jesus' messages and the harsh realities of his time, a duality that makes him fascinating. Later interpretations, such as in the Gospel of John, where he is labeled a thief, reflect this ambiguity. As Jesus gains followers, tensions with the Pharisees and the Romans escalate. Judas, with his sharp intellect and inner torment, begins to question, why not a revolt? In the Gospels, he is accused of stealing money from the common fund, but is it greed or frustration? Jesus, wise and compassionate, still calls him friend, while Peter impulsively defends his master. In this context of Roman occupation, Judas becomes the embodiment of human conflict, loyalty versus survival. His ambiguity makes him almost fascinating, an anti-hero who reflects humanity's ethical struggles, influencing theological debates for millennia.
Driven by a torment that consumes him, Judas makes a drastic decision. He goes secretly to the chief priests, offering to hand over Jesus in exchange for 30 pieces of silver, the value of a slave. But what is the true motive? As the Gospel of John suggests, it could be pure greed. Perhaps Judas envisions a deeper plan, to force Jesus to reveal himself as the awaited Messiah, sparking a revolution against the Romans. However, his own intellect betrays him. During the Last Supper, Jesus, with prophetic awareness, calls him a traitor.
Judas, you will betray me.
While Peter fervently pledges his loyalty. In this oppressed and tension-ridden Judea, Judas becomes the fulcrum of the Easter drama, a complex figure who defies rigid morality.
In the Garden of Gethsemane, Judas performs the act that makes him immortal. He betrays Jesus with a kiss, a clear signal to the Roman soldiers. His torment is evident as he calls Jesus Master before handing him over. Jesus accepts the fate that awaits him, while Peter, moved by impulse, reacts violently, trying to defend him. This moment, narrated in the Synoptic Gospels, is a powerful symbol of supreme betrayal, but it also reveals Judas's humanity, an intelligent and sensitive man, overwhelmed by remorse for his choices. After the betrayal, Judas is overcome by devastating remorse. He runs to the high priests and throws the 30 pieces of silver at their feet, crying in despair,
"I'm victory in his blood!"
His inner torment, born of his brilliant mind and an unfulfilled ambition, pushes him to an extreme act. He takes his own life, according to the Gospel of Matthew, by hanging himself from a tree. In an age dominated by biblical prophecies, Judas seems to fulfill a predestined role, yet his humanity makes him a profoundly tragic figure. While Jesus, crucified, offers forgiveness to all, and Peter, despite denying it 3 times, finds redemption, Judas remains an unsolved enigma. Was he truly evil, or simply a victim of the fate that overwhelmed him?
Judas dies alone. The field purchased with the 30 pieces of silver, known as the blood money, is transformed into a cemetery for the poor and unknown. The Gospels harshly condemn him, but his action seems to fulfill ancient prophecies, such as that of Zechariah. Meanwhile, Jesus is resurrected, and Peter assumes leadership of the nascent church. Meanwhile, Judas is designated as the scapegoat for all sins. His inner torment reflects the tensions in the early Christian community, marked by clashes between Jews and Gentiles. Intelligent and marked by a tragic fate, Judas embodies the conflict between free will and predestination, a dilemma that will influence theology, starting with thinkers like Augustine, during an era of Christianity's expansion under the Roman Empire.
During the Middle Ages, Judas Iscariot was portrayed as an evil figure. Dante, in his Inferno, imagines him condemned to the final circle, tormented and devoured by Satan. Works of art, such as Leonardo da Vinci's The Last Supper, depict him isolated, with an expression full of anguish, emphasizing his role as a traitor. His intellect, once a sign of ability, became associated with evil, especially in an era marked by rising anti-Semitism, where Judas became the scapegoat of the Jewish people. In contrast, Jesus was idealized as a divine figure, and Peter found redemption, while Judas remained a complex and controversial figure. These visions mirrored feudal societies where betrayal was considered a grave crime, profoundly influencing literature and theater and transforming Judas into an enduring symbol of human tragedy.
In 1978, the Gnostic Gospel of Judas reversed the narrative. Judas is the trusted apostle who betrays Jesus on Jesus' orders to free his spirit. This second-century text suggests a heroic Judas, an intelligent divine collaborator defying traditional condemnation. In modern times, psychologists analyze his torment as depression or trauma, while films like Jesus Christ Superstar humanize him. In the historical context of apocryphal texts, Judas becomes a symbol of possible redemption, influencing debates on faith and doubt today.
Judas Iscariot remains an enigma, traitor or martyr. His torment, intelligence, and ambiguity question us about evil and redemption. In a world of religious conflict like Roman Judea, Judas symbolizes complex human choices. Jesus teaches forgiveness, Peter teaches rebirth, but Judas reminds us that history is nuanced. Today, he is a cultural icon, from rock to film, inviting us to empathize with the inner shadow. His story is not an end, but an eternal mirror of humanity.
Thanks for following us on Bible Discovery. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe to the channel. Until the next discovery.